No, sir, please don't kill me. You can have my wallet. You can have anything that you want. Just please don't hurt me. Mickey with CarryTrainer.com, and I'm out here to talk a little bit about one of my favorite little blasters, the Snubby. A lot of times folks look at these and they say it's a dated technology. If you've kept up with any of our stuff years ago, I've done the demonstration that you just saw, sacrificing my good blue pan pizza sweatshirt. This one's got holes in it and I bled all over it, so I thought it was a good sacrifice. Why don't we move over to the table and talk a little bit about this, and I'll do a couple more demos, and we'll discuss why snub-nosed revolvers are still an amazing self-protection tool. Let's dig right into it. Let's real quick take a look at those first 5 shots. And I have not shot this drill from the hoodie in, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. Those were the first 5. My point shooting practice probably helps me some, but we're only at 2.5 yards-ish. First shot, and then the remaining, and you saw them. I wouldn't want to get hit there. I don't know about you. Let's take a look at the gun table. And by gun table, I mean a USPSA target laid out on top of a plastic barrel. I've got 4 snubbies here, 3 of them Smith & Wessons, 1 Ruger. I've been collecting these things for years. I've got some old blued ones still in the box from the 1960s, and I don't shoot those because I've got these working man guns. The one that you just saw me use in that opener is a 637. So when you see 6 in the Smith & Wesson revolvers, that means that it's a stainless model like this guy. Now this one's got an exposed hammer. We're told you can never use an exposed hammer inside of a pocket because it'll get snagged. Or will it? You just saw that. I've got a model 438, so this one's kind of interesting. It's got the shroud, but I'm going to come up closer to the lens. If you see back here, watch as I dry fire. So that's pretty cool. So you can thumb cock this guy if you wanted to. Not really what these are meant for, but if somebody wanted to try to take a single action shot, you could thumb cock versus the more traditional hammer like you saw on the first one that I had out. And then a true shrouded hammer. So this guy's double action only. This is my baby. I've had this one for, I don't know, almost 20 years. This one came from the Smith & Wesson Performance Center. And then here's a Ruger. Ruger makes some really nice stuff. This one's got some polymer and things like that. They really excel in the grip. Got a big high vis fiber optic sight on it, and really a nice trigger for what these things are. I just thought I'd grab these 4 out here to look at them. So are they a viable self-defense option? The argument often goes to, well, why not just get Glock 17 with a, monster magazine or a 45 ACP or something like that. I think sometimes we miss the point. Maybe you have one of these things. Maybe grandpa or dad left you one. Maybe it's what you've got on hand. As we were kids, or us older guys, every detective or every good guy, right, had one of these hidden, and he could always stop the bad guy with a couple 38 special rounds. Cool thing is, these things are loaded in a lot more calibers than 38 special. 22 long rifle, 22 Win Mag, 32, 357, and on and on and on. There are tons of loadings for these little revolvers. Nauseatingly reliable, super reliable. Can they be accurate? So this particular revolver, for years, I travel around the country with this. I keep it in the gun bag, and I use it to help guys or gals understand good trigger presses. I've got hits to 150 yards on steel. There's a video from one of our Clearmont, Florida classes from, I think, 2019-ish, maybe 2018, on the YouTube channel, where a group of students and I are having some fun, and I think we lasered it at 142 yards with basic 158 grain ball ammunition. I hit a piece of steel. Now, I'm not that great a shooter. My point is, we often think or are told, well, these are inaccurate. No. One more anecdotal story. This exact same revolver my friend Bob Housingay, one of my mentors. Bob Housingay, 6-time national champion, a police chief in a little town called Comanche, Iowa. Google how fast is fast. Bob Housingay, I believe his last name is Houzenga. It looks like Hozenga, but it's Housingay. Bob asks, hey Mick, let me see that J-frame. And Bob goes like this. We were at like the 40-yard line, upside down with his pinky, and he managed to make a sweet little group in the head at like 40 yards. The gun will get it done. Oftentimes, in the olden times, this was the problem. This was the problem. A slow, flat bullet. Guys that were in the know would carry wad cutters. Wad cutters meant for target practice, but they cut a hole in flesh. Fast forward to Supervel. One of the things that made Supervel famous was their 38 special loading. Supervel, super velocity, light for the caliber, and they pushed a light load really fast. In this case, a 90 grain jacketed hollow point. You guys have heard me say it. Supervel invented the jacketed hollow point. In this case, this is made for a snubby. They're pushing a little 90 grainer up to 1,300 feet per second. There's an old adage when it comes to ballistics, speed kills. Just like a motorcycle, just like a snowmobile, etc. Faster you're going, bad things happen. Light for caliber load going fast. So, do these things have value and efficacy? Heck yeah, they do. Let's do a little bit more shooting before the sun disappears. Ruger, and we might as well shoot on our offhand. Why am I demonstrating this pocket carry? Just because it's A-way. So this is my support hand. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? Why don't we grab another couple? I was a little less accurate with my support hand, but all those hits landed. Let's try something else. Super snubs. Woo! Super snubs. Woo! A little bit more recoilage out of those. Supervel super snubs, 1,300 feet per second. At the end of the day, guys, don't overlook technology just because it's a little bit older. Hell, man, you give me a 350 Chevy or a 351 Cleveland or Windsor motor from Ford, we can do some good work with it. There's plenty of new stuff that kicks ass. There's plenty of existing technologies that have been around a long, long time that can help you protect yourself. You can pick some of this stuff up on the used market, relatively inexpensive. I'm told by my good friend Brian Eastridge, who's now got a company teaching people to run these, that some companies like Taurus have a really badass snubby that is cheap, $400. You know, you can get into one of these things. Think about what you're doing. Of course, I'm showing you an extreme circumstance with the pocket carry. Get a holster. There's a lot of good companies out there making great holsters. Darkstar Gear, Tenacor, Vetter, etc. And practice with the thing. Get some ammunition, get out to the range, and practice. Be well, don't be dickheads, tell somebody you love them. We got classes coming up in Florida, Arizona, Las Vegas, California, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Tennessee, and some other places. See you soon. Bye now. No, sir, please don't kill me. You can have my wallet, you can have anything that you want. Just please don't.
Oh, hey.